What's up, blockheads? Look, you guys, I build constantly in Trailmakers, but I have yet to get in the habit of pressing record when I do. I promise to work on that if you promise to stop by once in a while and make sure I'm keeping my promise. So here are 3 builds I wish I had bothered to hit record on. Starting with the Superfly Galactic H4 Atlas Destroyer. This was my response after watching all the footage of Crawl and I really got a feel for what was effective and what was just silly showing off from our battles. My Gatling Blaster gunship performed wonderfully, easily besting a ship with 3 times its firepower and mass. But the Leviathan-class destroyer was a frackin' turd and needs replacing. First of all, it looks like a giant clown shoe. Can we just be honest about that? It does. I'm surprised I didn't get a bunch of comments about the giant flying clown shoe, but it totally looks like a clown shoe. Stop lying. And yeah, the rockets hiding in the interior is cute, but they barely hit anything. And when they did, it looked like a volley of 3 or 4 rockets failed to even drop Crawl's shields. What worked was blasters, and the Gatling blaster. The Gatling was very hard to target, but even a glancing burst across your bow will annihilate your shields and start tearing away the hull of your ship like a flesh-eating bacteria. For the Atlas, I kept the cannons but reduced their priority by a lot. There are only 2 now. However, I can now direct them left and right. I like the aggressive lock-on and range of the tiny cannons, but they lack the punch I needed fighting against another Beast-class ship. The Gatling cannon has been upgraded from 8 to 10 blasters. It can deliver an endless barrage of damage now, if I can get the nose pointed at you. The blaster turrets do the usual turret things. I tinkered with the angles they settle on to get a crossfire going. This should reduce some of the dead zones I noticed in my auto-aim coverage for my broadsides. I'm looking forward to testing this out. So, this is the newest addition to the Red Fleet's Capital class ships, and this is the newest addition to the Support class ships of the Red Fleet. I have tons of fighters already, but this is the first one I've made specifically for the Red Fleet. This is the SCION fighter bomber. It's armed with 3 blaster cannons and a single rocket pod. This fighter is unique in that it does not require a carrier to stay with the fleet. It takes root on the hull of a friendly ship, siphoning power to recharge its systems, remaining ready to defend the fleet from swarm attacks and dogfighters. Yay, roleplay! It does have some silly moving parts that have 0 functionality, but we pretend the wig's folding like this makes it faster. And last on the list of builds I wish I hit record for is my racing Swoop Bike. It can be tuned to partial gravity or full, though I prefer how it performs in full gravity. It seems to respond to the terrain better. It's got a single tiny blaster on it for handling any unruly chickens. And I don't know, it's just fun. Ooh, I wonder if I could race on Race Island with my racing Swoop Bike. Duh. This is a fun one. We'll do this one. Yeah. No wheels on the ground. Alright, it's a car race. I guess using a Swoop Bike breaks the spirit of a car race. That's fair. That's fair. That's reasonable and fair. I accept that. Race Island is so dead to me. Alright, video's over. I can't race my dang racing Swoop Bike on the map that's made for racing. Back to roleplaying by myself, I guess. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, you guys are awesome, alright? Just don't forget that. Alright, peace. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You guys have totally freaking chased this pirate around and shot him down with a tiny laser on airborne. So first ever pirate shot down on airborne with a racing swoop bike with a tiny green blaster. First ever. Ooh, what's that?